I'm going to start the show by saying that I waited outside Conor's house for 15 minutes, only for me to then go home without Conor, get home and have a message from Conor saying, are you still out there? And then we have to drive to Conor's, pick him up, and then we come here and record the show. How's your day going?
Well, why didn't you wait longer than 15 minutes, bro? Why'd you leave?
I called him multiple times. I sent...
Twice.
I sent a lot of messages.
Times.
He was going on and on, being active. And let me just say, what you think he was doing... He was doing.
I was not.
It's so bad I cannot say it on air.
Bro, I literally wasn't. That is like... That is not what happened.
I'm just saying. I got in the car and I was like, oh yeah, thanks for coming. And he was...
Isn't that a bit...
He just couldn't come up with an excuse.
Isn't that... I did have an excuse. I said time escaped me.
What the fuck does that mean?
Okay, if I was...
Half an hour of time escaped you.
If I was doing what you think I was doing, which I wasn't, that would be so bad of me just to ignore your messages.
I know.
And
That was the
calls.
thing. I was literally sat there being like, if this guy's having a bit of alone time,
I wasn't though.
The least he could do was flick me a message.
I wasn't though. That's the thing. I swear.
Hey man, bit of stress relief going on.
It literally, that's not it though. That's not what happened.
Welcome back to another episode of the 50% Doctor Who podcast today.
KERBLAM!
If you want it,
KERBLAM it!
That's right. We're talking about Doctor Who in amongst other things. We haven't actually said this for a while. The pitch of this podcast is that we talk about Doctor Who half the time and we get distracted for the other half, which last week involved a lot of drinking of the tea, the herbal tea.
And that's not a euphemism.
No,
it was actually real.
Yeah, real
actually
tea.
Drank tea.
We're talking about KERBLAM today. Isn't that right, Conor?
Written by Pete Matee.
An Australian.
G'day, mate.
Good day, mate.
If you want it, fucking KERBLAM it, mate.
That's what he said.
That was in the original script, and Chris Chibnall had to be like, Pete, it's a kid's show. Take it out. Oh, Lord.
Okay, so...
The year of our Lord 2023.
That's right. Quiet news week this week, though. So it really is going to be kind of an old school 50%.
Wrong.
Kind of an old school 50%
information
episode.
just dropped 10 seconds ago. How about you talk about that?
Yeah, right as I say that, we open up Twitter, and the first thing we see is... everyone's favourite theme tune. Does it say like... It sounds like it says, fame. Like the musical. Fame, dude. I want to live forever.
We're going to see a...
I got 24 hours till I die.
What we see? A Cyberman, Ooze,
Let's see what this
Silence, a Missy.
Let's see what this hot off the press release says, which is 24 hours to find the Doctor. No. Death in Pursuit. Doom's Day is approaching. Thanks God. Doom's multi-platform adventure begins on the 5th of June. Find out more details here, and there will be more details, which... we'll go on more about this multi-platform event.
Starts by saying, we hope you have a lot of money.
And it does.
This is going to cost you.
It does. It literally says, money, bitch, is how it's at. Oh, they've relinked the really good trailer that worked really well in creating an audience last time. Suze Kempner is the voice of Doom. Yeah, look, not a lot of intro there.
Did you even read it, bro?
No, I'm just really not that interested at all. But
how dare you?
What I did want to find... while I was jumping onto Twitter just then, was the name of the lovely actor that is returning to Doctor Who announced today, which is Adira Varma. She joins Doctor Who as the Duchess. Ooh, so you may know her as...
Susie!
They keep recasting
it's Susie. An original joke from
the
50%.
The joke is that good that Conor said it to me and I 10 minutes ago.
I said, isn't what made that joke? And you're like, yeah, and I was like... bruh.
Yeah, so it's a 3-time original.
Yeah, you
joke.
sent this in the group chat last night, and I was like, bro, Susie's back. And like, no, if you read it, it says. And I was like, bro, Susie's back. Dude, I was a demon in the group chat.
You were drunk last night, weren't you?
Yeah, I was a bit.
And it's yet another example of horny Conor.
I wasn't. Jesus.
I'm not getting there.
I'm keen as for.
Conor was drunk and horny last night. That's all I'm saying.
She's. Oh, for God's sake. She.
And today, apparently.
Isn't that the whole fucking world? We are animals, aren't we?
True.
I think it's really cool. I mean, I am scratching my head a little bit, but you know,
like a monkey.
Yeah.
Is that what they do?
Doctor Who.
That's how monkeys talk.
Yeah. Doctor Who. Banana. Doctor Who. Banana. That's a stereotype, and that's offensive.
That's true. Yeah, we're being monkey phobic.
They like bananas. Alright, so she's not playing Susie.
No. So she's playing the Duchess.
You know the Duchess of Susie? You know she was in...
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was in Game of Thrones.
She was a bright spark in Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'll say that. I quite enjoyed her performance in a show that I really did not like.
Yeah, that show fucking sucked.
It was like, burn that shit in the ground.
Yeah.
Make some good TV.
Boring.
Yeah, Obi bored
Kenobi.
I be bored Kenobi. that one's...
Is that the season 2 title?
That's it.
Too bored, too furious.
That's right.
Yeah, well, it's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. I guess, like, are we just recasting everyone now? Is that what we can do? Yeah,
that's the way. Doctor Who's always been like that. Like, literally every extra in classic Doctor Who was in the next story. They just like changed the costumes. That's a lie, but there's
probably because they had no one to fucking pick from.
But there's so many like classic actors that did like 3 or 4 stories back in the day.
Well, that's what I mean by like she's done a Disney Plus show before, so she's probably got ties with Disney, and you know, I can just see Russell like walking into Bob Iger's office, and then Bob's like, "We have a selection of actors that you can choose from," and he's like, "It's a fucking woman I worked with before," and went, "Yeah, go on, you can come in again."
Did you know that our pal Jinx Monsoon is in Perth right now?
Really?
Yeah, someone I know was at her show last night. Really? I just opened up Instagram this morning, and the person was like, "Oh my god, at Jinx Monsoon." Jinx was on the stage going like, "Da, da, da."
I'm in Doctor Who. I'm in Doctor Who.
She did some kind of dance. And then next minute, like I saw the tag because this guy goes to Melbourne quite often because he's a film dude, and I saw it was like at this theatre, and I was like, I don't know that place, so I googled it, and it was in Perth, and I was like, what the fuck?
So done filming them.
I'd assume so.
You can't be in 2 places at once, mate.
You can't. Yeah, but Jinx in Perth, she knows us basically.
Hey, bro, why did she come on the show? You could have asked. The
Duchess, though, Duchess Slay, obviously we don't have anything to work with that. But the only thing I will say is that it sounds like an appropriate title for the episode with Groff. Was it Nick? What the fuck is his
Groff,
name?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was Nick Groff.
Jack Groff.
Yeah, let's just call him Jack Groff.
It was literally right there, but okay.
Was it?
Yeah, it's on the Doctor Who website if you go.
I'm just scroll down. Jonathan Groff. That's nice. I'm glad you can read. So I reckon she's in the episode with Jonathan Groff because they're in that period attire.
I'm confused now. So is this still... We're still kind of scratching our noggins being like... So is she going to be in the episode with Jinx Monsoon?
I'm starting to think that the Jinx Monsoon episode and the Jonathan Groff episode, different episodes.
Must be.
I'm thinking the 60s episode, Jinx Monsoon episode, and then the Jonathan Groff episode is the period episode, and that's the one that has our pal Susie back in it.
The amount of musical episodes in season 14 is too damn high.
Musical. Jonathan Groff might not even be playing a musical character, so who knows? But the Duchess, doesn't that sound like that period kind of name? Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of just came out of the blue. I wasn't expecting it at all.
Yeah, well, but, yeah, it did come out of the blue. So did this Doom video press release that gave us nothing.
Doom's D's nuts day.
Can you rate the Doom theme song out of 10 for me?
Oh god, it looks like someone's like...
No, the music. Give me the music. Give me what?
Yeah, I'm saying like, it looks like someone's just gone on GarageBand and like thrown something together. It could have been you, like Fame. Yeah,
that's what it says.
Yeah, it sounds great, bro. I'm really excited. Everyone I talk to is just so excited about Doom.
Yeah, like my mate down the pub who was like, bro, Doomsday.
Do you know Doom's coming out soon?
You know Doom?
And I'm like, do I ever?
Yeah, it's like, we're like, oh, it's the Doctor Who spin-off. And they're like, no, Doctor Who's a spin-off of Doom. Speaking of really cool remixes.
And spin-off podcasts.
50% podcast.
We are the 50% Doctor Who podcast. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at 50Doctor. We have a lot of talks, lots of fun over there. I got a spin-off podcast, Ted Lasso Post-Match, a Ted Lasso podcast. Comes out every single week. We got 1 episode left, the season finale. That makes 12 episodes. Wow, amazing. Conor loves Ted Lasso.
I'm behind.
Don't forget.
It's not really enticing me.
Don't forget to subscribe, because we want 1,000 subscribers, because then we'll be happy and we'll never ask you again. That's a lie.
Yeah, I have something to say, actually.
Oh, fucking say it then, I don't know.
We are a world-renowned podcast now because Russell T. Davis viewed our Instagram story.
It's because I told him to. I messaged him.
Right, please check this out.
Because we're actually friends. I've got
that was nuts. I feel like Instagram's not like Twitter, where like if you tag someone on Twitter, normally they check it out. Instagram's pretty different. I feel like it's not like that.
Yeah.
And I tagged him in something, and then I tagged him again later on. Again, not thinking that he'd ever like see it. And And then like near the end of the episode, I was just like watching Stolen Earth, and I was like, that's fucking Russell T Davies.
That's fucking Russell T Davies.
And he watched the video of me being like, when the title sequence was playing, I was like, Russell just knew how to run a show, you know? And I was just like doing my bit. And I didn't think for 1 second he'd be tuning in.
So Russell has heard your voice.
And seen me, yeah.
One step closer. He'll be on the pod.
I would like to think so, but it's weird to think that he's seen our show at least.
Yeah, well now he's definitely seen something. I guess.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Aidan likes to think that I scream into an empty void on Instagram.
You do, to your 4 followers.
It's not true.
One of them, Russell.
Nah, he didn't follow.
He's not a follower. Yeah. Yeah, if he actually liked what he saw, he would have followed.
I think he doesn't follow fan pages for a good reason, because if he follows one, he's going to have to follow everyone.
Also, if he follows them, he then subjects himself to the fans not liking. If they don't like his stuff, he's then going to see it, and then he'll be like...
Yeah, I'll be DMing it down and going like, what was that?
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was the 60th anniversary?
I hope not. That would break me. If the 60th starts, I reckon I'm just going to go into like a ball and cry.
A little Beat the Meep sized ball. You know what I was thinking about? We've not done our Beat the Meep impressions in a while.
Beat the Meep! Beat the Meep!
Beat the Meep, bitch! Beat the Meep!
By the way, a good thing to bring up. You know how in the first full trailer, Neil Patrick Harris's character says worldwide premiere?
Worldwide premiere!
And there's that big theory going around, the Stooky dummy.
Yep.
That's a worldwide premiere.
Damn, yeah, maybe he's like the worldwide premiere of television.
Stooky the dummy!
Ah!
Yeah. Ah. That's a good connection, isn't it, I think?
I think you're on the money there with something, Connor.
Are you also under the impression that Wild Beyond was the cameo episode?
The cameo episode? What do you mean by that?
I just mean like... I think 1 and 3 are going to be quite Donna and Doctor focused. And I think 2... That's when we see Matt Smith walk in and be like, oh, hello.
I think if there's going to be an episode that has a big presence from another companion or something, then it will be episode 2. I think Mel's going to be in it. I'm so certain of that.
Because you said that.
You know what? Like, okay, here's the thing. Will you be mad at all? And we might have touched on this before. I don't remember.
I'm a Doctor Who fan. I'm mad all the time.
Okay, would you be mad if, like, episode 1, David Kath, that's pretty much it. And then episode 2, David Kath, Mel. And then episode 3, David Kath. Would you be like, what the fuck was that? Would you kind of come out of it like that, or?
I would be a bit disappointed if we don't get something. But maybe I'm just being a fanboy too much.
Yeah.
My theory is, because the whole Mel thing leaked, I think that's one of many cameos that happened to just accidentally like leak through the cracks. I think there's going to be a lot more than that. And I think it's in episode 2.
Yeah, okay.
And I also think Russell didn't want to make the final be just Cameo City. And of course, the first episode is going to have to be a reintroduction to the 14th Doctor and Donna. I think episode 2 is a really good time to have brief cameos. And it looks like they're on like a ship or something, whether it be the Raft Warrior ship.
I think it's the Raft Warrior ship,
yeah.
Because Beep's ship, I think it's just a little escape pod.
It's an escape pod, yeah. So I think they're going to be on that ship. I think they get stuck in some kind of like time loop or some time portal or some dumb shit.
We should make a rule on this show that whenever we say Beep the Meep, we have to go Beep the Meep! If we ever do like a live show, that's what we do. We go like, whenever we say Beep the Meep, you say
go
Beep the Meep!
Go on.
Yeah.
Beep the Meep!
That's it. That's great.
Nah, I'm super excited, bro.
I agree. I think 2, though, will be the one where, even if it's 1 or 2, like an old Doctor or an old companion, I think that's where it's going to happen. I think there's a chance that maybe in like the climax of episode 3, then we could maybe get a few like pops of like, oh, here's Peter Davison.
You hear a scream and then Mel runs in.
Yeah.
Ah! Peter Davison back again.
Guess who's back?
Dude, he was just in the last episode.
I know, and that's what's like crazy about it all. Right? Like, the thing is, I generally don't want them back. If someone like last year had said to me, like, oh, like they're going to be in the centenary and they're going to be in the 60th, I'd be like, fuck yeah. But I think like they did such a good job at them in the centenary and they had a decent amount to work with. It's like if they gave maybe Colin a bit and maybe McGann a bit in the 60th, I'd be fine with that. But I'm like, I generally don't feel the need, bar a brief cameo. I think that would be nice of Davison and McCoy. But like, I generally don't really need them back in any capacity. I'm more keen on seeing Smith back. Like, I really am.
Yeah. What if it doesn't happen though, man? We'll just be like, bruh.
And the thing is with Smith not coming back, like, he so would. Like, he so would.
Yeah, he loves the show.
And it is one of those things for me. If Smith doesn't come back, I will be a little bit like, this really was like the RTD celebration, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not mad about that. I'm not salty going into it, but I do think it definitely does look like that if there's people like Matt who would come back. And he was in a gap between shooting House of the Dragon at that point, so like,
that's the thing. Like,
could have.
When he first left the show, he was definitely less keen on coming back because he had like left like a couple of years prior. But now he's actually keen to like come back.
We never did hear, by the way, the whole, because remember like when they were shooting the 60th, Karen Gillan put up something and she was like revisiting something.
Yeah.
She never revealed what that was, did she?
I thought about that here and there.
It could be the 60th.
It could be some other project that's just slipped through our fingers. Like it might have already have been a thing.
But she directs a lot of like shorts as well. So,
I and also Freema got asked at a con.
Oh, this was true.
And she said something like, I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah, they were like, are you in the 60th? She said, I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So that does make you think that, maybe we are going to see some more.
Cameo City over here.
More people, yeah.
Yeah, that I'm keen with the second episode to be Cameo City.
That's the episode I'm most hyped for.
Yeah, it just looks really cool.
It does. And just that we don't know anything, got the best title, Wobble Yonder.
It's the one title we didn't argue over last week.
What, don't you like the Star Beast?
No, I do, but I said I'm just a bit upset that it's a comic name, and you were like, that's a stupid reason not to like it.
There's a stupid reason not to like it.
Well, I guess like it's like how many Marvel movies are named after the comics, you know?
All of them.
Not all of them, surely.
Iron Man.
Kinda.
Iron Man 2. Iron Man 3.
There must be one that's not.
Thor.
There must be one that's
Guardians
not.
of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I guess so, actually.
The Avengers.
Well, like stuff like Quantum Mania and stuff, which is now on Disney Plus, by the way, if you want to watch it.
I'll be running.
Troy's favourite film.
That's right.
Apparently. Quantum Mania wasn't a comic, surely. It probably was. Someone's going to be like, actually, in 1978, the first Quantum Mania comic book came out.
The Star Beast is a good title. The Ant-Man comic that Quantum Mania was based off was probably like Ant-Man v Kang, the extraordinary adventure with all the gang and they go small.
The people versus Jonathan Majors and all like. No, I'm not. Can I not nitpick on the show? Can I not?
That's literally what we do here.
Nitpicky bitch.
You are a nitpicky bitch. Shall we move on to a review then?
Yeah, go on.
There was so little stuff to sort of talk about this week, and
and we don't have a run sheet.
Hectic week, so I didn't make a run sheet.
Loosey goosey.
So yeah, that was a little bit of freeball chat for 20 minutes, and I think
balls.
That's literally how we used to do it. For better or for worse.
How you been, Aidan?
Oh fuck. I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Busy week?
Yeah.
Good.
Him for the weekend.
The
weekend.
Oop.
I wanna know everything I see. Him for the weekend.
KERBLAM is the 7th episode of the on the 11th series of the British science fiction television program Doctor Who. It was written by Pete McTighe, directed by Jennifer Padot, and was first broadcast on BBC One on the 18th of November 2018. In the episode The 13th Doctor with companions Graham, Ryan, and Yaz, they go and investigate a package that has been sent to them containing a message asking for help. They soon discover the company has missing human employees and the automated workforce is behaving oddly. A whole bunch of guest stars in this, including Julie Hesmondler, probably said that so wrong, Hesmondhall, Lee Mack, Conor's fave, a bunch of other characters. It was watched by 7.46 million viewers back in the year of our Lord, 2018. What do you think of KERBLAM, man? KERBLAM, man.
I kind of hate every episode up to this point, and this was like a salvation for me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this can be good.
I think that was general fan reaction, was that?
Yeah. It was just kind of fun and goofy and a bit out there. And different for me now watching this season. As much as I don't love it, I've definitely enjoyed it the most. I have.
Yeah.
So this wasn't necessarily like, oh, just get to Kablam, it's a salvation episode. But yeah, I remember just really, really digging it, actually.
I think I was into it. I remember really liking it. And I remember getting the Blu-ray and like liking it a lot less for some reason. But on this rewatch, I think I liked it more than ever.
Bombs.
You didn't like it?
No, bombs.
Oh, you're just saying bombs. You're just saying the word bombs.
Well, that's bombs.
That's what this podcast has come to. You're just saying a word.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's
bombs.
The
bombs.
poppy things. No, that's from Batman and Robin when Bane walks around going, bombs, as he places bombs down.
Bongs.
Bombs.
Bongs.
No, not bongs, Aidan, your
Bongs.
favourite. Aidan Green's fucking weed era.
This is not even a thing.
Amsterdam trip.
Oh, you're
Josh sent me that.
You're such a fuck.
They're
Honestly,
like, it's Aidan's
if
bong
there's a
era.
definition of a fuck, it's like Connor's fucking face.
Huh?
If there's a definition of a fuck, it's literally just you. It's
What
your
did I
face
do?
with this is a fuck.
What did I do?
You're a sick fuck.
What did I do?
You were late because you were busy doing other things. Didn't say what it was. I'm just saying you were busy.
Well, maybe I have to fucking tell you everything. How about that?
Yeah, well,
Maybe a family issue came up. All right.
Could have had a better lie. If you don't,
I didn't have a lie because I didn't have anything to lie about.
It's like when like a teacher, like you've been fucking around at school and the teacher's like, "What were you saying?" And you're like, "Oh, nothing." This is you right now. I'm like,
You know they're up to something.
"Why were you 20 minutes late?" And you're like, oh, it was nothing. It's time got away. It doesn't matter.
All right, what you think happened didn't happen. Okay, I'm just saying.
If you want it,
Bombs.
kablam it.
Boom.
Bombs. Bubble wrap.
I'm glad you enjoyed
Bombs.
it.
Yeah. Did you like it this week?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yay!
Yeah, I've always liked this episode. I've always said it's like a highlight of her era. Mm-hmm. Always, yeah.
It's a banger. It slaps hard. Lee Mack. Okay, here's the thing. Like Lee Mack,
Matt these nuts.
I can understand maybe some people being like, "Oh, he was underused." I don't mind if like an actor like Lee Mack comes in because I've seen Lee Mack in stuff since then, and so like I knew who I was going into watching it, and so when he was on screen, I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, it's Lee Mack. That's cool, right?" Funny, it's my boy Lee. It's Mr. Mack, and his scenes though, like a little bit of heart in them that he did well, really good comedy in them. And he dies early on, but it's like, yeah, the 5 minutes or so of screen time that he had was really good. And then you have people like in Orphan 55, like, what's he called? James Buckley from The In-Betweeners.
With green hair.
And it's like, that's when I think an actor is underutilized, when it's like, they don't give him any of the comedy. They don't do, like, he doesn't get anything to work with or do, and he's not in a lot of it. Like, that's when I'm like, that's underutilized. Compared to Lee Mack in this, where it's like he doesn't have a lot of screen time, but what he does is good.
Okay. Yeah. He's like, hey, I'm a single dad and I love my daughter, but my wife hates me.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Single daddy. Lee Mack.
Call me Daddy, Yaz. Did you hate Yaz this episode? Or?
Okay, I was actually thinking this when I was watching it.
The Yaz arc is Aidan's hate arc.
Yaz heard me. No, Mandip heard me.
Okay.
She must have heard me.
Through the grapevine.
Through into the future when they were filming this. She was like, fuck. Aidan is gonna say that my Saranga Conundrum performance is really wooden. I gotta up the ante. Because since then, motherfucker, these last 2 episodes, I think she's been great. She's been good. She's redeemed herself for me. I take back my statement. Must have been having an off day when filming the Saranga Conundrum, as with everyone else involved in that production.
What did you think of, hey, don't talk to her like that? What do you think about Ryan Sinclair, don't you dare?
Ryan was Ryan. Ryan was Ryan. That's all I'll say.
You should have seen what we used to put in the shoes. We did this thing where...
I did like how they kind of referenced that he was a warehouse worker.
That's cool.
Like, that was a nice little tie-in.
Also, for I think the first time ever, and I think the last time ever, Yasmin uses her policeman.
Oh, and she like tackles
she tackles the bloke.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, where was this in Saranga Conundrum?
What, do you want to tackle the pating?
Nah.
Yeah. The mighty pating.
I'm on being like, everyone calm down. I'm a police officer, alright? Let's just chill the F out. Alright?
Uh-huh.
This is Kablam time.
Kablam it.
If you want it, Kablam it.
Like, a ratings in the UK, could she not have been like, I'm with the police, like, we're looking at this hotel now, you know? Could she not have done that whole thing?
You know, psychic paper.
You just be police.
Alright, what did you think of the Fez?
The Fez at the start. I thought the start was really fun. It's like this little blue light flashing.
I like Sagan's score.
No, the little kabam,
Yeah.
kabam theme. His actually score was really good. There was like a really beautiful piece of music whenever Lee Mack was having like a serious beat. I can't remember how it goes.
Aidan be like, it was a great song, and it just goes boom,
Boom,
boom, boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom.
yeah, a little bit of mine in there. Yeah, I remember people going nuts because everyone was like, there's no references to any other era, and then when the Fez came in, everyone was like, this is the first.
Yeah.
This
There's
is
actually
the
been,
first
like, a
time
few-
for me in the Fez universe.
If you actually listen to the dialogue of all the episodes, there's heaps of references.
There is. I
It's
know,
like
I
this
don't
is
know
the
why.
first time that like dumb fan had to be like, Fez.
That's
The Fez.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I actually, now that I've rewatched it, I'm like, there actually are references.
Yeah.
For some reason, Unicorn the Wasp gets a reference.
Did it? I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah, it's like,
I was too busy being Fez.
Have you heard about my story of Agatha Christie? Because they talk about wasps and stuff.
Yes, I do remember that. That's why everyone loved this episode.
Pete,
Right?
Pete McTighe be like, I love, what's his name?
Was it Gareth Roberts?
Gareth Roberts, yeah. I love Gareth Roberts. Who doesn't?
Doctor Who just emailed me.
Bum. Is that you got that?
Yeah, they're like Doomsday.
Is that all plays when you get an email from Doctor Who that plays like a KERBLAM theme?
Now it plays the Doomsday theme.
Smoke starts coming out of nowhere.
Okay, let's the highlight for me was like there's this little cross-coding section where Jodes and the gang, they're like doing some fucking investigating or something.
Chodes.
It cross-cuts that with the conveyor belt scene,
Right.
which I'm gonna say is my big Dr. Energy moment of the week.
Hey, big Dr. Anna. Big Dr. Anna. Energy.
Gets better
What are you doing, bro?
every week. I was just
You're just so whoa.
feeling the beats, man. Feeling the beats,
okay.
just going
Alright.
through me. Shivering. Yeah, big Dr. Energy moment of the week. It was a highlight, lots of fun. Even like down to like they're on the conveyor and the high five. As it was coming up, I was like, oh, this is bad, isn't it? But it was fucking funny. Like when
Because the guy falls off.
the guy pulls off from the
Yeah.
high five so badly.
Ryan smacks too hard with these high fives.
Shouldn't it be like Ryan with the dyspraxia, like high fiving and then going, oh, and Ryan
Yeah,
falls
it
off?
does get brought up where it's like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I ain't
I
good
guess
at
it was like
jumping.
they went for more of a like he's conquering his dyspraxia thing by having to do the jump.
Some way of doing it
Yeah.
on a conveyor belt at KERBLAM.
Kablam it. Gotta tell me. Am I good, Matt? What's your big Dr. Energy moment of the week?
I mean, I actually had a chance to think about that.
Well, maybe you should think.
I think, like, what I'm thinking, you know, I'd say I like the ending, you know. I know
Ending's
this,
cool.
the episode gets, I didn't know this, apparently the episode gets like, controversy. I
Yeah.
didn't get it. Dylan messaged me and was like, I hate the ending. And I was like, oh, well, I haven't watched it in years. Let me rewatch it. And
Isn't the
I
ending
liked it.
Isn't the ending like pro them getting people into the workforce?
Yeah, it's like pro workers' rights and stuff. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Like I could see like when I was watching it, the ending was kind of going down the whole. The guy had like good points, right? Like what he was doing, what he was saying was right. What he was doing was wrong, and it's that sort of thing where it's like, yeah, a terrorist might have the right. They might be thinking, you know, they might have good points in their head.
Aidan likes
that
mass
doesn't-
genocide.
That doesn't give them the right to, you know, commit an act of terrorism.
I think what Dylan said was like, I don't like how the doctor like left him to die, and I'm like, well, she did give him like 2 chances, like last chance, get up here now.
Yeah. What
And
else
then
is
Graham's
supposed to
like,
do?
come on, son,
I like that.
come up.
I like Graham.
And he's like,
Graham.
nah.
I like when Graham's like, guys, what am I going to do? And
Well,
then
the
the
maintenance
Kablam
man.
cleaner just rocks
Yeah.
up. There you
I
go.
like the KERBLAM bots are really cool.
They're fun. Do you
are
remember
fun.
when Chibnall dressed as one to the Jodie rap
the
party?
wrap-up party. Yeah.
That's great.
Fun.
Defense. Fun.
Doctor. Fun. It's just one of those episodes where we're trying to like
We just try and space it out for
figure
an
out what
hour.
to talk about.
Well, what did you think of? We got a lovely bit of romance. We got a little bit of like
Yeah.
we got a little janitor who's got a little bit of crush on a little cutie down in the wrap and stacking section. That's what they call it.
Yeah, I think it blew up in his face, no pun intended. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. Yeah, because she gets taken away to open up a present of bubble wrap, presses it, and then kablam!
If you want it.
Kablam it.
He wanted her and he kablammed her.
It was sad because like she's like, my mum's dead and my dad's dead and I just work and that's
now she's dead.
And now she's dead. She's joined them in Kablam land, which is heaven in the Kablam universe.
The twist of that stuff is good. Like I thought that was cool. I like when they were trying to get in and she died. I thought that was like dark. For an episode that's kind of a bit of light-hearted fun.
And Lee Matt dies. Like everyone's
dies. They get turned to goo.
Goo.
This little black goo. Remember?
I don't remember that.
They literally found it. Literally just like a barrel of oil, and it had their little like ankle bracelets in it.
Oh shit!
Their house arrest bracelets.
Oh, maybe I missed that. Maybe I was like.
Did time get away for you?
Maybe Rusty was at the door and I had to go let him in or something.
That's your cat, not the Dalek. Just
that is my cat. Dalek? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the Dalek.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Exterminate. Did I tell you I met a woman at the pub and I told her I have a .2 podcast and she did like a Dalek impression for like 2 minutes. She like stood up and everything like exterminate.
Did she do what? Because they've got like 3 points of interest, Dalek. Because you got plunger, gun, eye. What did she go for?
She was just like, she was so fucking
just
drunk,
eye.
man. Yeah, she's like exterminate.
And even to the ears, you could do that little
exterminate. Bro,
when I say beep, you say
beep. 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 When I say Logan, you say Roy. They do that in succession.
So
suck these nuts.
Suck a D's nuts.
Kablam!
Is there much more to talk about with Kablam?
Yeah, bro, so much.
Okay, well, incite me with your insightful insight.
I actually really did like it. Kablam.
That's it. That's the sentence.
I really did.
Kablam.
I watched Kablam, and then I watched Midnight, and then I watched Stolen Earth.
The Holy Trilogy.
Yeah, because I rewatched Turn Left on Saturday. Good. I like Saturdays. That's from the episode I watched.
Nice.
So then I was like, I want to watch Midnight, because when we spoke to Faris about Turn Left and Midnight, it got my my cojones excited.
Jiggling, wiggling. Time got away from you there.
Yeah, and then I was like, I want to rewatch them, and they're so good. And I guess it's like getting me excited for the Donna and Doctor duo.
Yeah, it's good. I kind of want to revisit a lot of RTD stuff before the new era comes around because that stuff's awesome. And this Kablam actually does feel kind of like that vibe. You know,
I think that's why I liked it.
I think so.
At the time,
it was just like classic, back to basics Doctor Who.
Yeah. Can I just say though quickly, this is not a Doctor disrespect, but
you hate Jodie.
No, you know the the Twitch streamer Doctor Disrespect.
No,
this isn't a disrespect, but jumping from Kablam to Midnight was like fucking chalk and cheese. Are they different? Is that the whole side? Just like yin and yang.
Yeah, chalk and cheese is right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so different.
Just that kind of gap in quality.
I'm biased because I love that Tennant era, but yeah, it was just really different. But I still think there's tons of stuff to enjoy about Jodie's era, absolutely. And the episode itself is actually fun and it has a message. And I think if you read into it, you can blame it.
Well, I'm having a bit of a Jodie renaissance, to be honest, because like the only episode I really not like is the Saranga Conundrum, and even that was a 5, so that's like passing.
Was that because of Brett Goldstein?
Yeah, Brett gave it the pass mark.
Brett Gold's screen. Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a terrible joke.
Sorry.
I
kept calling him something. I kept saying his name wrong.
Well, silly. What did you think of the really great, and by great I'm being sarcastic, the colouring? Right, there was moments where they went outside and they really tried to like pump saturation up of all the colouring around them, like the scenery. It looked a bit but I also kind of didn't mind it because it gave it like a pretty unique look of a planet.
I think it was really cool,
like the purple sky.
It reminded me of being like when they were in the like the warehouse. It reminded me of IKEA.
Well, that's probably the point.
You ever like walk through IKEA and stuff?
Okay.
Have you? Or?
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I have. When I was a kid, yeah.
Whoa, as a kid?
Yeah, I've not as an adult. I think I might have gone like 2 or 3 years ago.
Did you ever go to IKEA when we all went? I remember I planned like a lads' night out at IKEA. Yeah, were you there for that?
I don't think I was there for that.
Are you sure you weren't?
No, I think I remember seeing pictures of that.
Yeah,
I went, ha, this is lame. Did you get any fucking IKEA meatballs? That's the only reason you should go to IKEA, for the fucking meatballs.
That's why we went.
Really?
But while we were there, we were like, hey, let's go walk around a bit.
Because when people were kids, like they would just like go around IKEA and like crawl through.
Yeah, it was fun.
Like they would just like sit on the furniture and chat and run around, and it was chaos.
I loved it. I absolutely loved IKEA when I was a kid. It reminded me of the warehouse that you saw in Sontaran and Stratagem. I'm
a fan of furniture.
And yeah, me too.
I like to sit.
Did you get that off Gumtree?
What?
The sofa?
The couch behind us? The terrible couch? Yeah, probably.
The terrible couch.
It's literally the most back-to-back. I'm going to be sleeping on that couch for 3 weeks. Or maybe 2 weeks.
When?
Next year. We've got a lot of family coming over for a certain wedding in the family. Not mine.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be sleeping down here?
I'm going to be sleeping only on weekends. I'll probably sleep at my girlfriend's most of the time.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I'm going to sleep on there on weekends so I can be around all the family and stuff.
That's fun.
I don't know how comfortable it's going to be, but yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Sometimes it's nice to like change your sleeping arrangements.
I should just do like a 48-hour podcast for both those weekends where I'm just in here and they just watch me sleep.
I don't know how people do that because I'd be so worried that I'd like say something in my sleep or snore.
Oh, I would never sleep on one, but I'd love to do when we've got a billion quadrillion subscribers. I'd love to do like a 24-hour charity podcast.
What do you do for 24 hours?
Dude, we do this for like an hour and a half every week. Like, I'm sure we could do it for 24 hours. We'd have like little inserts, right? Like we could do a review at the start, maybe like a review in the middle, review at the end or something.
Message from Crispy Pro.
Yeah, like Crispy can
G'day guys, be sure to donate to the charity.
We'll get Russell on.
Yeah, what a lovely course.
Maybe we could do like a watch along at one point in it.
Shooty calls in.
Shooty calls in. Yeah, it'll be Cameo Central. Right, Cameo Central.
David Tennant. Hello, boys.
That was a... What was that?
I don't know.
That's not David Tennant.
I was trying to do a Scottish accent. Hello, boy. Hello, boys.
No, you...
It sounds like Peter.
You gotta talk with the teeth. You gotta go with 1,000 million light years away.
Well, he would talk Scottish because he's the...
No, he's not. He's only doctorish. He only talks like he does in Doctor.
Yeah, that's like the T's and C's. If he comes on, you have to talk like the Doctor.
Yeah, you are the Doctor.
Get
fucking right.
We'll get Murray to come on. That'd be fun. No,
yeah, Murray can score the
I feel like
24-hour stream.
I feel like we'd lose our minds though.
That's part of it. Part of the fun.
When would you start? Like 12? Would you do like 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. or something like that? Or you do
I don't think you want to start at midnight. I think you want to...
Yeah, that's true, actually.
I reckon you want to go like midday to midday, I reckon. Will be the way to do it.
Midday, okay.
That way, like, you battle through the night. Because you want to start with high energy at a good time. Yeah, or even like 5 p.m. to 5 p.m. And that way it's like you can maybe do like a big sleep in on the morning before.
Bro, what the fuck would we talk about for 24 hours?
Gibberish. But I don't know. We'd have to do a lot of prep. Little bits that can go in, little insert videos, clips pre-recorded or something.
Oh, how are you going to fit in your bomb break?
Right. When are you going to have your special time escaping time?
Right, where I was busy.
Horny Connor.
I wasn't doing
Horny
that.
Connor.
I swear.
This fucking guy. Do you want to give KERBLAM a review out of 10? Or do you have...
This episode fucking sucks.
What, of our show?
Yeah.
What do you want me to say?
Hey! Mickey Mouse! I'm about to go in incorporated!
What do you want me to say? Can you give KERBLAM a rating out of 10, please, Connor?
Yes,
before you insult my podcast again. My podcast.
Our podcast.
My podcast.
The Soviet Union meme. Our podcast.
Out of 10. KERBLAM it.
You know what? I'm going to give it a 7.5.
Okay. That's respectable.
I think it's better than last week. But I'm thinking a strong 7.5 to a light 8.
I'm giving it a firm 8. An 8 on the dot.
Okay.
Because it banged hard for me. Went good. Hey. Had some good beats.
Wow.
I didn't have the massive emotional core to push it up to a 9 for me. But
yeah, it wasn't Demons in the Punjab.
There was no demons.
Bro, what were you smoking last week? Giving that a 9.
It's a good fucking episode. That's what I'm smoking.
That was, dude. Can I just say,
Smoking
I
hot.
was listening to it at work to like do timestamps for clips, and also because I'm self-obsessed, obviously.
Yeah.
It was so fucking funny. I was literally.
Did you like that episode?
I was laughing like ha ha ha.
Did you like us talking about Transformers: Rise of the Beasts?
That was fun.
Yeah.
I think it was a really good episode. I think last week. It's a shame about this one. We're not on a hot streak, obviously. I think the Faris episode and the Xavier episode was really good.
This episode's fine. We're just like a little riffraff. It's just an unstructured mess, is all. But maybe it can be a fun unstructured mess.
We're actually like drunk. This is like literally my second drink.
Yeah, same.
Oh, we went on a podcast today. If you want to check it out.
Oh fuck! I wanted to say that early on.
With a box.
Mad Men with a Box.
Aidan left 15 minutes in.
We both joined half an hour later. Conor left.
I was
15
told to
minutes.
join half an hour later.
That's not what I was told.
Really?
I was told that you
What were you
said
told?
you would be there at that time. Because I was told the actual start time, and I said, it's going to be tight getting there from work. And they said, Conor is going to come on at this time.
This is the problem with Jimmy, right? He messaged me and said, we're going live then. And at that time, it was 12 p.m. for Perth, Western Australia. I was like, great, I'll go on at 12 o'clock. I'm eating my lunch, and I'm like, I'm planning my work day around it. Because, like, just dropping out of work for 20 minutes is, like, something that's hard to do. I'm eating my lunch, and then, like, I see them go live, and I was like, the fuck's going on? What do you mean they're going live? They said they were going live at 12. And then it's like, oh, no, you're coming on at 12. And then you're messaging me going like, when are you going on? And I was like, 12? I was like,
Hysteria.
who's organising this shit? Like, come on. Like Jimmy, bloody hell. It was fun though, yeah.
It was fun. It was good to do. You guys should check out their live streams. They do basically like a live podcast every single week. And they just celebrated 50 episodes. So
Did you get scared of being live?
No, not really. I was more spooked by there was a lot of guests involved. That was the big spook for me, where I was like, this is a lot of people that probably hate my opinions.
You made me feel bad because I said, congrats on 50 episodes. Me and Aidan are filming 166th episode tonight, and you were like, it's mean. And I was like, oh.
No, it was a funny meme though. No, it was a good joke. I like the joke.
I thought of that joke before, by the way.
You pre-prepared your joke.
I gotta come in with a
you're like,
singer,
what am I going to say on the?
No, I wouldn't say I went to that extent. But
Can you give me a good joke?
Sure.
For this episode? If you're that fucking funny.
Okay. Let me think.
Yeah, good comedian would have a joke already
I
lined
think
up.
that's how comedy works. Like, oh, you funny man, be funny.
Funny man. When does the comedy start?
That's funny. All right, give me a subject.
Kablam.
Kablam. Okay.
Kablam it, and you can't just say if you want it. Kablam it.
Okay.
Try your hand at stand-up comedy, Conor.
This is hard to improvise. Okay, I think Jeffrey Bezos, the owner of Amazon, and Kablam is like basically like an insult and saying like, hey, Amazon workers aren't getting treated properly.
Boo.
I don't know what you say. A fucking joke. You say something funny.
Okay,
funny, man.
Hey, you in the crowd.
Hi, yeah, me.
Yeah.
What?
What's your name?
Connor.
Sorry, what?
Connor. Sorry.
What kind of person's called Connor? Is that what your mum called you?
Sorry.
Is that when?
Bro, what do you call my mum, bro? Jesus. Sorry, Aidan, but that is too far.
Okay,
if your name is Aidan.
Sorry, okay. Don't judge my name. Your name is literally Connor.
Yes.
Who did you come to? Did you come with your mum? Yeah, because I've got questions for your mum.
I came by myself.
You came. It's probably hard to make friends when your name's Conor. People are probably like, hey, what's your name? And you're like, Conor.
No, that was just me going, yeah, fuck you, my name's Connor. Where's your joke? Is that your joke? Was that your joke? That was it?
I'm laughing.
Great. Yeah.
Okay, what do you do for work? Connor. C word.
I'm building a house at the moment, but I also do a Doctor Who podcast. Why are you laughing, bro?
That's the joke.
You're literally the co-host.
That's the joke. No, I'm just the comedian.
The fact that you're a comedian is a joke.
What's your Doctor Who podcast about?
Doctor Who, you stupid twat. What do you think? It's a Doctor Who podcast. I don't know. Why you tune in? I'm sick of explaining it to
I'm busy.
everyone.
I don't have time for that. I'm too busy being funny.
Okay, funny, man. Make me laugh.
This bit has gone on so long. Alright, well, if you want more great jokes like that, make sure you do subscribe and follow out my spin-off Ted Lasso podcast.
Which I've still not been invited on.
Yeah, well, there's only one episode left, and let's put it this way: you're not coming on the finale.
I'll come on when you do the rewatch. I'll come on.
Yeah, maybe.
Just me inviting myself on.
Maybe.
The fuck have I done? Except be a good friend.
Good friend.
I literally texted you on Tuesday. I was like, I hope your filming goes well. Like, really proud of you.
Yeah, well, do you want me to congratulate you for being a good friend? Is that what you're asking for?
Who else messaged you that?
Another one of my
Nicole.
friends. No, my friend Dan, I would usually.
Well, he
film
works with you.
Yeah, but not this time. He was down south, and
There you
he
go.
couldn't be there, and
There
he
you
knew
go.
I was stressed.
Thank you.
And
I ain't trying to get brownie points. I'm like, hey, I care about you, and I'm proud of you, and I just wanted you to know that. All
Thanks,
I get
man.
from you is, where's the clips, you lazy twat?
I've never. Okay, you've uploaded
literally-
one clip in 2 weeks, and I've never asked you about it. So how about that?
Actually, that's not true. Last week, you're like, where are the clips, Conor? I was like, oh,
You still didn't
just been a bit
put
busy
them
this
up.
week. He was like, yeah, well, I've had to edit 2 podcasts this week, and I was like, yeah, that's a good point, actually. Nah,
Proceeds to post one.
free clips coming out.
Can we sing the song, Conor? We're dawdling.
Doodle. All right.
Should I go upside down, Mike, for dramatic effect?
I love that kind of thing. Yeah, go and do it. It's like some real singer shit. Da 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 da. Yeah, you're checking your audio levels, see if it doesn't get fucked
Yeah,
up.
I've just disconnected it. There we go.
All right, so go on, take us away.
Boom, boom, boom,
Doesn't help you have to hold it the whole time.
boom, 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 boom. It's Aidan and Conor's podcast. Bum, 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 bum,
Doing Doctor Who reviews.
Let's go. This one's going out to the ones in the back, the ones that love Doctor Who and a mighty fine rack. That's what Conor was watching as he laid there in bed. A couple Doctor Who's and a guy named Fred. It's about Doctor
one bad
Who. I don't even know what I'm singing to you. I make it up in the spot, cause damn, you're so hot, and we singing the night away. That's what we do.
We fell in love in Tokyo. Is that it?
If you love me, let me go back to that bar in Tokyo, where the vampires and wolves will sink their
My
teeth.
name's a wombat. I live in a hole. I'm from England, as you've been told. I'm in Australia
It's
with
so-
all my mates. I'm getting high.
Literally every
I'm
wombat
in
song
your
ever.
state.
Every wombat song ever is literally, here is a story about I did the drinks and I got drunk and I found some girls.
And she
Because
broke my
maybe
heart.
building a rocket or finding a monkey or climbing up the Eiffel Tower, discovering
She broke my
something
heart.
that doesn't exist,
I
or
broke
giving a
hers
monkey
too.
a shower down, surfing tidal waves, creating nanobots, or looking in Frankenstein's brain. It's over here, fighting a dirty bird.